Well, good morning. It's Saturday morning for me, Sunday morning for you guys, because I'll post this tomorrow morning. We had our first snow overnight, light dusting. It is kind of pretty to see it the first time, but I'm not looking forward to seeing any more of that. I've been out working in my new kitchen, getting the insulation done. So I'm taking a break from the work out there to get something to eat, and I thought I would do something a little bit different on this channel. I'm going to do a cooking video. I'm going to make pancakes right here in the workshop. My recipe is pretty simple. I start with a cup of flour. This is enough for me. I'm bigger and I like to eat a lot, so I would have this much pancake batter for myself. If you have more people, you can double up the recipe or whatever. 1 cup of flour, to which I'm going to add it's around a teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt because I like the flavor of it a little bit better. Here's the tricky part. Usually they recommend around a teaspoon of baking powder. I put in a lot more. I put in a big heaping tablespoon like that. And the reason for that is because I'm going to let the batter sit. And you need the extra to get the extra volume. It also helps to prevent the buildup of gluten in the flour. It's all, very technical stuff, cooking stuff. So I'm just going to mix that around. Then I've got 1 egg. This is a large egg, and I let it come up to room temperature. Not this room, because it's 7 degrees Celsius in here, but normal house temperature. Break that in. I don't pre-beat the egg or anything like that. Just put it in real easy. I've got 1 cup of milk. I've got a little bit, maybe an ounce, I guess, of evaporated milk mixed in with this. This is whole milk, and then a little bit of evaporated milk, and I'll dump that in. And now I can mix it up thoroughly. After it's thoroughly mixed, I'll cover it up. Piece of plywood, set it aside to rest for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to cook some bacon. That's the perfect time. You make the batter, let it sit and rest. Then you can make your bacon. By the time the bacon is cooked, the batter will be ready. I'm going to plug in the griddle. I've got 4 slices of bacon right here, ready to go. Let's spread those out on the griddle. Looks like I got a little bit of sawdust on there, but you know what? That's just, fiber. Smells great. I like my bacon crispy but not burned. So this here is good. Got some shop paper towels to drain it on. When in Rome, I forgot to bring out real paper towels. Anyway, all works out the same. Now the important thing is to leave the pan on. It's nice and hot and ready for the pancake batter right now. All I need to do is scrape out the majority of the fat into the collector thing here. I'm going to try to leave a little bit on the pan because that will, give some crispy goodness to the pancakes. Here's my batter. You can see it's really puffed up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, not all, but quite a bit of this bacon fat and put it right into that batter. And then mix it up again. Give it a good thorough mixing. Normally you're not supposed to mix pancakes that much because it develops gluten in the flour, but the extra baking powder actually stops that from happening, or helps to stop that from happening. Spread them out a little bit. Don't spread them out too thin. You want nice thick pancakes. I'm watching for bubbles to rise to the top here, and it will look dried out around the edge or cooked around the edge before I flip it. It also helps to take a little peek to make sure that it's not burning. I think I'm good to flip now. You definitely don't want a raw pancake, so what I do is I check with the spatula to see that they're cooked on the inside in the middle. Okay, they're looking good. I think they're cooked. Oh, they're cooked. Take it and put it on the plate. And now I can eat it. And I'll let the other one stay on the griddle until I'm ready for it. I forgot my fork. I had to go in and get one. I need a sip of coffee. I use pancake syrup. I don't really like maple syrup. I find it too thin. A little bit too, I don't know. I like this type. So this is what I use. I don't put any butter on it usually. There's more than enough fat in here from the bacon. Now it's a bit ironic. You use kosher salt and bacon. So here we go. First mouthful. You can look at that and see how nice and light and fluffy that is. Just right. Mmm. You gotta say mmm in the cooking video. That is so good. Here's the bacon. Mmm. Mmm. That's great too. It tastes even better out here in the workshop for some reason. I'm going to get the camera in for a close-up of me eating the pancake. Mmm. Okay, really good. I got to go now because you guys have distracted me from finishing this. If you want the recipe, it's in the description. It's also in the special website article that I wrote for this. And I hope you enjoyed it if you cooked them. And see you next time. Mmm. I normally eat all this because I'm a hungry guy and a bit of a pig. Okay.